you know, when everything starts to feel like an uphill battle, this video included, because I started to record this and my phone decided to go and a notification to remind me to go to bed, which I know I should be going to bed, but alas, now's my time to speak. I have struggled with my voice for most of March and even now into early April. Whatever the bug that I got in March taught me the biggest lesson in surrender, because I had to rest, and the doctor became my friend where I hadn't been at a doctor for a checkup post hysterectomy for like 2 years. A very humbling few weeks, lest I say, and the hardest things for me to let go and trust has been really whatever about my health, and my business is just an extension of me, is trusting that these quiet weeks, and they've been worryingly quiet, are just a holding pattern before something really, really fruitful comes of this business. My old way of thinking was panic, right? I'm screwed here, I'm gonna have to get a job. And now I really have to work really hard at sitting down and trusting that these quiet weeks, and because of the 2 bank holidays, that I had time to set up a Substack channel and write some really great articles, set up a proper newsletter. I've been doing a huge big piece of work on my why, and why this business is so important to me, why I'm doing what I'm doing. And they have been really, really testing weeks. I really feel I've been put through a bit of a test, and I think what makes me pissed off and fucking angry was I came from like such a high place. Like last May I went to the Joe Dispenza retreat, and you know, everything that came out as a result of that I got to leave the job I really wanted to get out of. I got to start my business and got to meet somebody so fucking special, you know, a week later. That these last few months feels like there's been an unraveling of all those things that I have built, and I suppose getting sick was just like a bit of a nail on the coffin. So what you're hearing from me this evening is just frustration, and I really, really, really need to move away from that, because the temptation is to get frustrated with yourself. And when I say that about myself, so I could get angry at myself, get pissed off at myself, this is my fault, why the fuck isn't this working? Or I can find a more compassionate ground and pause and go, this is all unfolding as it should. Whatever why these weeks have been quiet, as I build, it's allowing me space to heal, because I have been unwell. It's allowing me space to do some of those projects that I would normally have put off, like having time to write my why, having time to write articles, to be in a melancholy state to write, because that's where I write from, a place of vulnerability. It's where I shared these videos, is from a place of vulnerability, because I don't think people want to see your fucking rah, 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 everything's delightful, because that's what Instagram is about. You know, when you start getting sick of your own shit, that's kind of how I've been, and I wanted to change, because I want to raise my vibration to something so much easier and freeing, and I want to bring back the excitement I had before I went to India. I want to bring back the excitement of the person who came home from India so full of hope, and I'm so grateful because I have some amazing trainings coming up that will bring that kind of childlike curiosity and excitement that I normally have. I'm really, really, really excited for that, because I'm just a bit bored of my environment. I'm a bit sick of my own shit. When I'm with clients and I'm working with teams, I'm just so happy. I'm just in that place, you know. It's booked in calls this week with some pretty special people, and they were amazing. And I'm like, I just want more of this. And it feels like I'm being greedy, but I want enough that I can live and plan. I have some amazing plans. And money's just energy, and I I don't want to say the word craving because that feels like greedy, but vocalizing that I'm angry that I haven't made it happen. And how could I? It's still so early. It's like 8 months in. So how can I allow space? And there's something around these eclipses, right? I know some of you that follow me are a believer in something deeper, more meaningful and spiritual, and I know there's a other segment of people that follow me that aren't into some of my spiritual practice. So I'm always really, I suppose, careful. I want to be resonant and practical and pragmatic in all of this, but I will say these eclipses, it is a holding pattern, and it's not ready to be revealed. Hello, an eclipse is a covering, and between the lunar and this solar eclipse on Monday, I've been holding things really tightly, and I've been giving out to myself because I want to let go and surrender and say, trust whatever is coming. But the more I'm telling myself, the more I'm gripping and holding and not allowing it. So I think whatever's out there is having a right fucking laugh at me, going, would you just relax the gags there? It's all gonna work out. I say it to everybody else, divine order, divine timing. But alas, if I just acknowledge all those frustrations, I think that's really important. So much of our time, I don't want to come on here and be all like, cheery, yay, it's all fucking wonderful. Self-employed life is exactly what I wanted. I absolutely love it, but fuck me, does it test you. And that kind of planning, and everyone else is planning on a pace of, let's go to this concert and let's do this. And I'm like, I can't plan anymore. And I was such a planner, which is good. It's breaking habits of a lifetime of bullshit, because what's time and what's control? It's all, everything's such a fucking illusion. Anyway, it's not real. So trusting whatever's meant to be. I did an amazing course today, and that's why I'm speaking. And it was around, there's healing in our stories. And I know when I've shared my stories before, that has been so healing, and I'm trying to get to the nugget and the diamond of what the true story, and not a chronological stories. I could tell from 4 years of age up until 46, all the things that have happened to me that have made me today. But that's bullshit, because they were just things that have happened, whereas my why is a much deeper sense of myself, and yes, through things that have happened, but they don't define me. And I suppose my overarching themes are around how loss has been the biggest catalyst for change for me. And I work with people with change all the time, and often case it is loss, it is grief, these are the triggers that allow us to like crack open, and in the cracking open is so fucking sore and so painful and so uncomfortable. And that's what I'm going through now. I'm shedding the layers of corporate life and this corporate illusion that I had money and time, which I didn't have. I didn't have time because I felt owned by somebody else, and any money I had, it was like, you just spend what you have. It was never mine anyway. So it's like 2024 is like shattering all these illusions of I have what I thought I had. I thought I had a relationship. I thought I had this amazing business, and it's all just bullshit anyway, I'm clearly speaking out loud, reflecting back what is going on internally. I plan to write a book. I shared that earlier a few weeks back on Instagram. So I'm doing a lot of like self-inquiry. I'm also in the process of building my website. I'm also about to go into 3 really deep psychologically based modules for my next kind of leveling for coaching. So there's a lot of introspection, a lot of melancholy. And I know when I come out the other end of all of this, I always feel bit more renewed, a bit fresher, and it's also will coincide with my birthday in May, which is for me is always kind of a new year kind of benchmark. And I get really excited for the summer because I can swim more often. Sometimes I swim twice a day. I haven't been swimming as much because I wasn't well, and now I am getting back into it. I swam yesterday, I'm swimming tomorrow morning. So getting back to who I am again, that's a part of it, kind of a stable ground. I start improv classes on Tuesday. And if I have time or capacity just to share what that experience is going to be like, I also am doing the first of, well, not the first of, kind of my third public speaking gig of this spring. I've been really lucky where I've been asked to share my story or share specific topics in the last 2 weeks. I won on Tuesday, and I also have a really big one in early May. And I love public speaking, but I'm determined to get to a message that will resonate with you all, because or else I'm just like this, speaking into a camera. Yeah, so this has been a deeply soul-searching few weeks, and there's a part of me really fatigued by it. I just want progress now. I want to see progress. I'm in such a male logical fucking place. I just want to see numbers. And I don't mean money. I just mean, yeah. And I need to fucking let it go because it doesn't mean anything. And focus on what I do have. And I have an amazing community of people who support me. Amazing friends, amazing family. Former colleagues. Like, I have so much love. And I need to feel that love before I keep going and searching for other love. Like, feel what I have. I think that's really, really important. Like, feel that support and love in my heart, because that's what I want more of. And it won't come from numbers. And I am so fucking grateful for that. I don't care. Every day I get these people going, your YouTube channel is shit. You should be getting more numbers. And I am just like, fuck off. Why? Why is there such a need to produce? Why do we need to keep moving forward? Like, and I'm asking these questions of myself, because what I have is enough and it will all be okay. So I suppose I should finish there on that. I'm gonna be okay. A reminder, I'm gonna be okay. It's gonna work out. Surrendering. Same theme, different month. I didn't make all these sacrifices for this not to work out. My life has been amazing, and I want to keep going. I have more work to do. I can be useful to so many people, so many groups. There's a depth to what I do, and I want to keep doing it. And I'm only getting started. But everyone that shows up in my path is meant to be. And I gotta trust that as my voice goes again, as I rebuild my voice. Thanks for listening. Chat soon.